Well, hello everybody. Here we are in Beauvais.
Tony, qu'est-ce qui vous a donné envie d'écrire ce livre? Est-ce que vous aviez envie d'écrire vos mémoires déjà avant d'avoir rencontré Barry Paris?
Yes. I just felt it was a good time for me to reflect and recollect what my life was like. Not for any egotistical reason, simply because I felt it would clear my own brain, give me more peace, because there was a lot of troubles inside of me. So that was really the purpose of writing the biography.
Est-ce que ce livre a eu l'effet sur vous d'une thérapie?
Yes, I think so. But you see, I'm a recovering drug person. And in the recovery system of cocaine abuse, alcohol abuse, there are therapy sessions in which you sit with 6-8 people like we are, you know? But the ultimate experience is to write the book, because then the recovery becomes solid. Then you don't have to be concerned that you're going to desire cocaine or desire to smoke a cigarette. That becomes finished.
And as a therapy, was it better for you to write a book than to shoot a new TV series or a new film?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, listen, it's only a movie. Please say that. You know, it's a cinema, it's a film, 2-hour movie, one of millions. It is not the end of the world, you know. It is not the cure for AIDS. It will not make cripples walk. It's only a movie in which you go in and you pay whatever money you pay for peut-être, maybe 90 minutes of a story. And that's the end of it. You know, in my profession, everybody makes it life and death. So many people kill themselves over it. You know, that success is so demanding. I feel that it isn't the success of the profession as much as it's the success to tell yourself you're better than somebody else, which is not the purpose of the experience.
Comment intervient la peinture dans cette thérapie?
The paintings only reflect the condition I was in at the time I did them. You know, it doesn't work as therapy. When you're torn apart by some substance or by some emotion, it's very difficult to pay attention to what you're doing. You know, and whatever you do reflects that.
Does the articles, the press, the medias hurt you in the 80s?
Yes, but they hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
They made me feel bad.
Dans votre livre, vous tenez absolument à rétablir la vérité sur certains faits, sur certains tournages et même sur votre propre vie. Est-ce que c'est ça, en fait, qui vous a vraiment motivé, le besoin absolu de vérité sur la légende d'Hollywood?
Exactly. I was tired of the bullshit and it's only a profession. I don't want to be the one who says, to deprecate it, to make it seem cheap. But it is. There isn't anybody in this room would look important if their face were blown up the size of that wall. Huh? You could blow up the size of a monkey, that wall, and people say, oh, there must be something with that monkey. Why is it he's so big and we are not? That's what movies are about, you know? We're all human. Some of us are nice people, some of us are not. But, you know, if you're in the film industry, then you get to meet people who are in films. And you find that they are no different, no better, no worse than anyone else. I don't understand why people don't even know that, you know? That's because the way they sell a film, they must give it a mystery. They must give it they must make it very sexy or very strong or something. Anything to make us want to go to see the film.
Considering your opinion about the movie business, what's your feeling about the fact that your daughter, Jamie, is making the same job than you?
Yes, right. And the same mistakes, may I say. Not mistakes, but the same pitfalls, you know. You know, when you drive in the street, the big holes, we have them in L.A., you know, a lot of, what do you call those things? Potholes. You know, you drive the car, boom, the wheel falls in. Well, in my profession, we have a lot of potholes. Nothing to knock you off your feet, but enough to slow you down a little bit, you know? But I love the idea that my daughter and I are colleagues, you know? It's fun, you know? We never talk shop. We never talk movies. You know, I never gave her any advice. Once, when she was 13 years old, 12 or 13 years old, little girl sitting next to me driving. And I don't know, out of nowhere, I said to her, don't ever let them photograph you in a close-up with less than a 50 millimeter lens. I don't even know why I said it. Or maybe I was just talking out loud, you know? But anyway, that's the only thing I ever discussed with her. And there she is, a big movie star now.
Christophe was saying that you were first a young actor, very sexy, then in the 70s, same, and at your TV period, you stayed with the same sexy image. How do you explain that?
Yes, I will be 70 years old in June 3rd. I have no idea what that means. I feel I have the same energy, the same joy of living, and the same drive, you know, and the same interest. And I have a feeling it has to do a lot with the human condition. Do you know? We all are affected by diseases. We all get ill. I just lost two very good friends in California. Burt Lancaster was one of them. Do you know? And they were men in their late 70s, early 80s, but they got ill. So I try very much to energize myself and to try to do the proper things with myself so that I have an enjoyable time, that I am with you charming people for the first time, you know? That's the tempo of my life, you know?
To go back to the first few years, why only 24? 24.
Oh, yes, we were going to do more, but we finished at 24, and Lou Grade, who was then the producer in London, wanted to continue making them, but he didn't want to do any locations. If you remember, we did maybe 12 sequences in the south of France, Cannes, Nice, Saint-Paul-de-Vence, all along the French Riviera. And they were fit into about 12 of the episodes. And it gave the episodes another life, you know? What he wanted to do for the next 12, shoot them all in England. But where in England? The weather is terrible. And you have to shoot inside stages all the time. It would not have had the same quality that the first 24. And they came to Roger and me, they said, please, do another 24, but we only stay in England. Then Roger and I talked and we said, no, we didn't think so. Because we wanted to travel. We wanted to do Spain, France, Italy. You know, to give the film an international look. Istanbul would have been great, you know, to see these two guys in these different places. It's a shame we didn't do it, but that's all right. We have 24.
La dernière fois que je vous ai vu au cinéma, c'était dans Naked in New York, le film de Daniel Grant, un jeune metteur en scène qui est un ancien élève de Martin Scorsese. Je voudrais savoir si depuis vous avez fait d'autres films et quels sont en fait vos critères de choix dans l'hypothèse où vous referiez des films aujourd'hui.
Did you see Naked in New York?
Yes.
I like that part. That Carl Fisher was an interesting man. He was another extension of a man I was once, Sidney Falco, in Sweet Smell of Success. That was young. Here was Carl Fisher, a little bit older. And that's what I liked about it. You know, now they've given me parts, they want me to play the grandfather, or the father, or the doctor, or the lawyer.
Could you give a definition, a small definition of what is an actor for you?
I don't act. I be. When I look in the mirror and I see the way I look, that tells me what I am. I don't need to go through mental exercises. So my advice to young actors, for an example, is don't bother so much with acting schools as much as looking at life. To be an excellent psychologist is the best lesson to be a good actor.
Thank you. Yes.
Is this the mayor?
Yeah, I'm sorry to
Oh, don't be sorry. How do you do, sir? Pleasure to meet you.
Oui, très heureux de faire votre connaissance.
Mr.
Bienvenue
Mayor
à
is very
Beauvais.
happy to welcome you here in Beauvais.
Et je suis très heureux d'arriver à l'improviste, car au fait, il a l'allure d'un bon maire.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to show you a beautiful female. This is Jill Vandenberg. This is the mayor. My pal, the mayor.
Magnifique. Yeah.
I'm happy to meet you, sir.
Je m'excuse d'être arrivé un peu en retard,
Mr. Mayor is really sorry for being late.
He's never late.
mais j'avais des obligations et je suis très heureux qu'il ait choisi mon bureau pour pouvoir faire son interview.